And the sun, the fucking New Zealand one, used to whiz way too fast in the sky, so then Maui and his boys had to rope it down. Although in Moana, Maui takes sole credit for that, which I think is a bit
I think
fucked up.
that's the Hawaii version. It's different.
Oh, does he not have his boys with him in Hawaii?
No, it's the same. It's like a Roman Greek type situation. That's not
Right.
the.
Is it though? Because Taika wrote it.
Yeah, no, but they're doing the Hawaii version of that character. It's not the.
Yeah, because Maui exists across cultures, like as
Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't even seen it. So.
Neither have I.
He also allegedly fished up the North Island order, which one of the ones that he fished up
Yeah, Tika Maui.
with the fucking jawbone of his grandma.
Yeah, it's cool, yeah.
You guys know about that?
Yeah.
The blood as well as the bait.
His grandma wasn't dead because she like gave it to him in the story.
It was a magic jawbone.
But if I remember in the kids' book that I read about it,
She's doing a type 5 on fucking Maui.
she
Just
fucking
gives him a hook.
gave him
The
her
jaw.
jawbone and says, "Here you go, Maui. Go and fish out the fucking ocean with
Yeah,
this."
it's magic.
But if she's taken it out, surely her saying, "Here you go, Maui," is like, there's no way.
Maybe she had a modulator, like in Star Wars.
No, she.
She had to like. There you go, Maui. Listen, I don't know.
Don't smoke.
A yo-ho-ho and a fiddle-dee-dee. It's a pirate life for me. Today on Grifter of the Week, we're going to be talking about pirates. Joel,
Hello.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Again.
Again, yeah.
I've brought...
I love the idea of watching silently as I set up heaps and heaps of equipment and then being like, hey, welcome to the show, Joel.
Yeah, well, you know.
You know what I mean?
I like to imagine...
Welcome to my show.
I like to imagine that we only have
Special
a professional
guest,
relationship
Joel.
with each other. Yeah.
Right.
And I've brought someone on.
Uh-huh.
So my pirate expert is my good friend Andrew Starkey. I'm not sure. Sorry. Are you a last name hider on?
I was assuming we're just going to go with Starkey, but
Well, I guess that's the thing is you go by both names, so it doesn't matter, right?
I mean, they are my names. I do go by them.
Welcome to the show, Starkey.
Kia ora, thank you.
So I'm kind of obsessed with pirates. You guys like know this about me.
Yeah.
And I wish
Yeah, I
that
can see what you're wearing, yeah.
I wish
Caleb has a wooden leg.
I wish I had a wooden leg so bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's kind of shitty of me to say. How do you guys feel about those people who are like, I live my life in a wheelchair to like...
I saw
man.
a TikTok where some guy with a robotic arm. Basically, what he did is he just took all the messages that he got from like fucking loser, nerdy, cyberpunk dickheads and just changed our arm for wheelchair. And it's just people be like, "Dude, I wish I had a fucking wheelchair, bro. Like, what's your favorite character in a wheelchair?" And he's like, "Bro, I don't have an arm.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not fucking Keanu Reeves, dude. Like, if I could have a biological arm, I fucking would. Like,
yeah.
the weird body mod community is like, if you truly feel that way, chop off your fucking arm, dude."
Well, you don't turn into fucking Astro Boy just because
No.
you get a prosthetic.
Astro Boy's hilarious to me because a major plot in Astro Boy is him realizing he's not a robot.
Yeah.
He is a robot, rather.
Yeah.
Which is fucking hilarious because he's the most robot-looking guy I've ever seen. His hair is one solid piece of plastic.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, I'm a fucking robot?
Yeah, but also, like, he's been programmed, right? So he's...
Yeah, I guess.
But then he's programmed enough
Yeah.
to be able to arrive at that conclusion in the end. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how to make sense of that either.
Yeah.
Now, as much as I love pirates and how much I just love to spend the entire episode talking about pirates,
We're talking about...
on the high seas.
On the high seas, yeah.
Of course. They are not really related enough to our show to spend an entire episode talking about.
Right.
So we're going to be talking about a very specific kind of piracy. The kind of piracy that if you do to this podcast, I'll be very, very upset.
Well, it's a free podcast.
Well, yeah, you'd have to really hate us
You'd have to really go
to
through
go
some
out of your
loopholes.
way to download the MP3 on like some sort of dodgy site.
Upload it to
Right.
LimeWire.
Yeah.
As soon
Past
as I
fucking
leave.
ad fly.
Well, what I've started doing is uploading Joe Rogan episodes to LimeWire, but replacing the audio of our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
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 Um,
I think that's how I found this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to try and keep this a little bit patriotic, you know.
Wait, how are internet pirates grifters, though? What's the grift?
Well, they're stealing, aren't they?
Well, they're not stealing, technically speaking. They're infringing on copyright.
Well,
Because to steal is to remove something from a pool of resources.
right.
Loser!
So what you're saying, Joel,
Yeah.
is anyone who's listening to this has sort of free reign to any art that you've created and can distribute it.
I'm just correcting your incorrect classification.
Well,
of
you
what
wouldn't
it is.
consider it theft.
No, neither would the dictionary.
Well, no, but the law would, wouldn't it?
No,
Is
it's
it not?
copyright infringement.
And that's not sort of classified as theft by the law.
I don't know. It's just copyright infringement. that's the offense of pirating something.
All right, well, fair enough. We're going to be keeping this...
Well, at least you did your research.
Thank you. We're going to be keeping this local. Here in New Zealand, we've had piracy personified in a hero who resides still in our country now, I think. I don't think they've been extradited yet.
Not giving them up just yet.
The main focus of the episode is going to be on a man named Kim.com.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Hopefully you've heard of Kim.com before. Kim.com is not a website, but a man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Have you been working on an impression or?
Well, I don't know how to... It's weird, right? You don't feel racist doing like European accents because they're all the fucking colonizers, so like whatever.
Yeah. He's German originally, right?
It's more the fact that he's so like softly spoken
that
it would make me feel like I'm like doing some sort of like offensive stereotype of like a camp person. Do you know what I mean? I feel like...
I feel like you've discovered the word camp and used it to replace like...
To replace what?
Like,
The word of the week, just drop it in.
Yeah, I can't say.
But I thought we'd sort of, before we get into Kim.com specifically as a man,
Yeah.
is sort of delve into the...
Is he trans?
What?
Before talking about him as a man, so what are we talking about him as?
Well, I wouldn't like even go
As a
into his
URL.
past if that has a URL.
Yeah.
What one would you take? Would you be like Joel.tv?
There's just so many funny domain extensions.
Yeah.
Joel.xxx would be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Joel.sexy.
Particularly in your case, it would be funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Because it's so apt because of how hot I am.
the dot isn't a dot in .com.
No, it's
we should say
DOT.
for people. It's more like a dot.
Yeah,
That would have been cool, though.
I don't know if you're allowed to
can't-
have punctuation
yeah, you
like that in your
can't.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise my name would be like __ XXX Sniper Wolf XXX
Yeah.
_ you know what I mean? But I thought it would talk about the origins of piracy, and when I'm saying the origins of piracy, I do not mean yo ho ho.
Oh.
I mean the
Downloading cars and shit.
yeah, sort of information.
I heard a story, and I don't know if this is true, that like classic ad that's like, you wouldn't download a car. That production company got sued because they didn't have the rights to use the music in the background.
No way.
I don't know if that's true or some shit. It sounds like something someone would make up to be funny.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean,
Yeah.
the New Zealand government got sued by Eminem.
Yeah, the National
National
Party
Party.
Yeah.
got sued because they just did the fucking, they Googled like Eminem instrumental and chucked on the back of they're like rowing or something
Yeah,
like that.
rowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, well, yeah.
Working as a team.
What most people say is feel free to fucking pirate from like Amazon
Disney.
and Netflix and all
Yeah.
that kind of shit, but probably don't pirate the works of like individual artists.
Here's the thing. For it to be popular enough to shop on Pirate Bay, it has to be like a big movie, right? You're not like pirating some indie New Zealand local film. It's not even going to show up on Pirate Bay.
No.
There's two arguments as to why you shouldn't pirate a movie, and all of the ads where they try like guilt trip you into doing it are like so funny because they're just blatant lies by film companies. So the first lie is that you're hurting film workers at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
That isn't true because the one argument is that if everyone pirates movies, there is no money in the film industry. They stop making films, right? Films operate at such a profit margin that's just bullshit. That isn't true. Disney is always going to be able to make movies. All of these people are always going to be able to make movies.
Well, they don't pay their workers based on the earnings of the film.
Some people do, but the people that you're like, the blue collar film workers don't have negotiations for points or percentages in their fucking contracts. They were paid a day rate for the film. They've all already been paid. All of the people that you would ever be concerned about stealing from at all has already been paid by the time the movie hits fucking Pirate Bay. And piracy is never a big enough factor to kill the industry.
Right.
So they're not going to be fucking kicked out of jobs because they won't make movies anymore. That's completely untrue. The only people you're actually stealing from are the people that make enough money and are powerful enough that they get residuals from movies, which is like the actors,
Right.
directors, producers, people that have the negotiation power to like get residuals or get points on a film are so fucking rich anyway.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like there is no ethical concerns in my head as someone that like has money attached to movies making money. There's no ethical concerns of pirating movies or TV shows, really.
However, none of us are endorsing piracy in any way at all, and we wouldn't recommend anyone pirate anything ever.
I don't think it's illegal to endorse.
I don't think
it.
it's
I don't
illegal
think we
to
need a
endorse.
disclaimer.
If we incite people to pirate films, can we get in trouble? I feel like we
I
can.
don't think so.
Doubtful.
Well,
If we ever make a Patreon with premium episodes and I like find it on YouTube, I'm not gonna fucking send a copyright strike, dude. It's like you have to
Yeah.
pay $5 for this 1 hour audio clip of me talking.
yeah, I mean, A flatmate of ours.
If you cannot afford to participate in art and culture, then pirate shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Then yo ho ho, motherfucker.
Also, really quickly, for the like 3 film workers that listen, sometimes below the line workers, like blue collar workers, get paid in deferral, so they get paid lower pay rates, but they get paid back when the movie makes its money back. Those movies are so small that like I challenge you to find those fucking movies on Pirate Bay.
See, I like to pirate Michael Jackson music because I think it's like a moral neutral.
But only after like what Bad? When did he start?
I'm not sure.
Fiddler.
I didn't watch the documentary because I thought it would be upsetting.
Too upsetting, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like if you illegally download Thriller,
yeah,
you've taken money from the Michael Jackson estate.
Paris and Pillow.
And you get
Blanket, sorry, not Pillow.
And you get to enjoy the music as well.
Which is funny because like, yeah, Pillow is wrong, but his real name is fucking Blanket. So I'm sorry, Blanket. You know, one time I went to the primary school disco as Blanket and nobody got it.
Was it a dress-up disco?
Yeah, yeah. Some person was like, "Oh, a ghost." And I was like, "No, I'm Blanket, Michael Jackson's kid."
What was your costume?
Just a blanket. I grew up with not that much money, you see.
Yeah.
And at that same disco, I had a girlfriend at the time in primary school.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, 10 years old. I showed up and I used to hang out.
How old were you if she was 10?
23? No, I was 10 also. I used to hang out with her every day at school, so there wasn't like a weird thing. But for some reason, seeing her in a disco situation, I just ghosted her the entire time and just like drank my little lemonade and had my little blankie, and then she dumped me the next day.
I get that though.
Well, you were dressed in just a blanket.
Yeah, your boyfriend shows up in a blanket and does not talk to you. You're like, okay.
So we're here to talk about Kim, also known as Kimball, and
Kimball.com. Wait, what's his full name, sir?
Yeah, he's had so many names. Kim Tim Jim Vesta is another one that he's gone by. I think that isn't
That's
his
fake,
real name.
though. What's his government name?
Let's take a looky here. Kim Schmitz.
Sorry, his government name is kim.gov.nz.
No,
Kim Schmitz.
He's sort of half German, half Finnish because I think his mother is Finnish, but he's a German.
And you've not tried the accent.
I don't want to do a softly. I'd be happy if he was angry like, my name is Kim.com. That's like not even it at all.
No.
But I'm not going to do.
That's Hitler that you just did.
Yeah. No one's upset when you do Hitler. Everyone's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, he sort of lost the right to be.
But I feel like
about satire.
So fucking Kim.com, right? So he changed his surname to .com in 2005.
Powerful move.
So the thing about old Kim is he loves pun names and names.
Yeah, he legally changed his name to Kim.com.
Yeah, well that was the first clue. But he's also been, Kim Jim Tim Investor. Oh, sorry, Kim Jim Tim Vesta.
Are there any other .coms? Like just people that have changed their name to be .com or
Almost certainly, like. Probably. I don't know if it's like because he's had a couple wives and they
yeah, imagine that.
They didn't go by .com.
Why won't you change your last name to mine?
So you've gone with the accent.
Babe, it's .com.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be Angela.com. I don't even own that fucking. You know how much that URL is? You know how much top level domain names are in this fucking modern age?
He got all of his money at the start with a website called Kim Vesta, okay? He used to buy a lot of expensive cars and boats. He was like, he was.
The thing his name wasn't. Imagine if his first name was Mo.
Mo.com.
No, Mo Lester. Of course, I'm not Mo.com.
But it's not Lester. It's Mo Vesta.
Oh fuck. All right, that's on me.
He was granted his permanent residence to New Zealand in 2010, and whilst it was under consideration, he was planning a fireworks show in Auckland for $600,000. Kim likes to give to the New Zealand community in quite weird ways.
Yeah, he does. Right. Yeah, he won't give $600,000 to wins.
The hungry,
homeless shelters.
Yeah.
No,
you like fireworks?
And he's also, I don't know if you guys know this, you probably will, but my favorite fact about Kim.com is that he, for quite a fucking long time, was the #1 world ranked Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 player.
Really?
No way.
Yes.
Fuck, he's gone up in my estimation.
Yeah. All right, he can stay.
Yeah, he can
for
stay.
fucking ages as well.
That's probably how he got his visa.
You're just on the leaderboards for Call of Duty, and just Kim.com is #1.
Well, when you're that rich, you just have a lot of free time as well.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Hey, dude, did you see? Have you seen his house? He has the fucking gaming setup. He's got a Mario Kart set up in his backyard.
His house is considered to be one of the most expensive properties in New Zealand.
Yeah. This is Auckland, right?
Yes.
And not many people know this, including him at the time, built in helipad.
What do you mean you didn't know it? Oh, is this
because he got raided?
He got raided. A helicopter just fucking showed up at his house.
Yeah. He didn't know bug infestation.
Yeah. Good.
Anything else?
We'll be back at number 1 on the improv charts in no time.
Out of 15 million online players.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He's number, and you don't fucking see like, The Rock or whatever isn't like Fortnite
He's
champion.
wasting his time in the fucking gym pumping iron when he should be hitting 360 no scopes.
Or even like Gabe isn't like the best video game player of anything. I don't think that your assessment that it's like whatever Kim.com's rich means anything. I think it's really impressive, man.
No, it is very impressive, yeah.
Are we sure he didn't just Billy Mitchell his way up though?
Where I don't think he can.
I think there's proof.
Sorry.
I think he's done tournaments and shit.
You talked about how you dressed up as Blanket for...
Yeah. God, now I have to keep that in.
Yeah, you do. I've dressed up as quite a few pirates in my time as a kid because they're quite low cost but effective looking costumes.
Yeah.
Which you have
and the roleplay potential's endless.
Yeah, I look like I had scurvy anyway. So, but...
They're like, that like syphilis sore on your fucking shit is
not
amazing.
syphilis, Joel.
Like, what?
Yeah, you've got the black spot just like Jack. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, but one year, and Mum, I hope you're listening to this because I still am traumatized by this day. I was sent to school on a costume day where my mum forgot about the costume day. So last minute on the day, she said, all right, come here. She put all of my clothes on me backwards and then put a hat on me backwards.
Yeah.
And said, there you go, you're backwards boy.
Yeah.
And then
very
I
creative.
went to school walking around backwards like a twat.
Yeah.
Telling people that I was backwards boy all day. I wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it all the time.
Yeah. It's so fucking...
People probably link back at that.
People think about
he
that.
was so cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to be him.
I don't know. I think that one day I'm going to find a Reddit post that's like, there was this fucking kid in my school who was walking around backwards.
Be me, 14.
Yeah.
But Starkey, what is the worst costume you've ever had to like go to a dress up day as?
A straight man.
Starkey likes dressing as a straight man every now and then, though. He finds it really funny.
Well, it was a childhood discovery.
Yeah, well,
joke.
Probably unpopular opinion, but I love code switching.
Yeah.
I just think it's crack up to just be in a situation like some people that we used to work with and just be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
How's it going, bro? And that is so funny to me. And to
Yeah.
do it with a straight face as well.
We should see Caleb around the fucking islanders and...
I have.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Jude.
Caleb's a bit of a Judith. Yeah. Throwing the loafers around a bit too freely.
Yeah. Look.
Do you think they ever were like talking to themselves and they're like, isn't it funny how fucking Caleb?
Yes, almost certainly because I'm so white as well.
Yeah.
But there's kind of this understanding when you're doing it that like the butt of the joke is you, and that's okay.
It's definitely your in it.
I'm really good at code switching.
Go on.
My boyfriend has no idea. It's all one big prank. You know what I mean? But dude, the egg's going to be in his face one day.
I've just sort of realized that we haven't mentioned what Kim.com's actually famous for, which is
It's kind of relevant.
which is really relevant. So Mega Upload is you youngsters. It sort of was the OG Pirate Bay almost.
Well,
No, it wasn't. Pirate Bay was the
Nah,
OG Pirate
Napster
Bay.
was the first
Napster
one.
was actually. You're right. Yeah.
It was one of the most popular ones that wasn't torrent based.
Yeah.
You would be downloading
True.
zip files and shit.
Basically, with the release of Napster, it completely transformed copyright laws at the time because they didn't like
Metallica
know.
got their panties in a twist.
Sites like Mega Upload and then like Putlocker and all the ones that we know today used to exist in this sort of legally grey area where it wasn't like necessarily defined that it was
They
legal.
just hadn't done the proper legislation yet.
The platforms themselves aren't illegal. To put copyrighted material on them is what's illegal.
And then basically what the sites would get shut down for is like knowingly participating in it.
It's for Zuckerberging it and just being like, hey, I didn't put it there.
Yeah, so having like having a website that you can do like peer-to-peer file transferring is not illegal. But if your website is like seen to be like not really stopping people from doing that, then that's how they fucking get you. And that's how they got Mega Upload.
I don't know if I've told you the story, Starkey, but back when we used to live with, we basically
We'll bleep
found
out his name because it is technically illegal, but
Oh yeah, we used to have a flatmate who had pirated something using a torrent software, and we found out one day that everything that he'd ever torrented in his entire life, he'd left seeding.
Oh, no.
And so
well, good for him.
I don't know, that's the hero that Pirate Bay needs, because I don't know, if I were to pirate something, I immediately delete the fucking seeding thing. Like, I ain't seeding for fucking nobody, dude.
No.
This guy had hundreds of files that he was seeding. Our Wi-Fi was so slow for the longest time because half of Australasia was downloading movies from our fucking internet connection.
No, yeah, it was like the Blackbeard of fucking online piracy.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if you're going to live under the stairs, you should probably have something
This was
going
pre
for you.
this was pre
He got demoted to the stairs when we
Yeah.
found
that
out
was the
about
reason.
Yeah.
Here's something, guys. On the 25th of December,
You got sent below
2014,
deck.
on the 25th of December 2014, Dotcom helped stop the Christmas DDoS attacks on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network by Lizard Squad 3000.
I
Sorry,
remember Lizard Squad.
by giving Lizard Squad 3000 $99 one-year mega accounts, which would
Yeah.
be then recovered. So
Whoa.
basically, everyone who got DDoSed in the Xbox Live attacks, Kim.com's just like, I fucking got you guys, don't worry.
Because he
Gamer's got a game.
he wanted to play Modern Warfare 3, and people he was like, "What will it take for me to get back on the leaderboard?"
Well, yeah, because like even if he could get in there, he has to have a lobby.
he has to be fighting against the best of the best. Yeah,
Exactly.
Where's he been this whole time that our Kiwi Bank's been down?
yeah.
That's such a good point.
He doesn't give
man.
a fuck about key. You can't get a high score in key. I guess you can.
No, but that's a
He
really
probably does have one.
Yeah,
because when 9/11 happened,
yeah.
Kim.com decided to weigh in by saying that. No, he decided to weigh in and
Yeah.
say that he started like an organization that was
I'm sorry, Kim.
that was hacking like Sudanese accounts and stuff, and he basically claimed that he had hacked Osama bin Laden and
Yeah.
taken $10 million from him.
Yeah,
He likes to claim and has from his youth that he like has hacked and access to like massive corporations' database all of the time.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's full of shit all of the time, but then because it's Kim, you never really know.
yeah.
He's in New Zealand, and because of mega uploads,
The servers were in New Zealand.
yes. So the FBI say to New Zealand, you need to cooperate in an investigation with us for
Yeah,
Kim.com.
to be clear, when it comes to like piracy and shit like that, wherever the servers are located physically is the law that applies to that website. And so because Mega Upload was hosted in New Zealand, America had to get through us to get at him.
Yes, there was a bit of a debate in New Zealand as to like whether we were going to give them up or not, and we decided that we were. And then the government at the time, the National Party led by John Key, launched an illegal spy campaign on Kim.
Yeah.
Denied doing so for an incredibly long time.
Yeah.
And then the entire time, Kim was like, "Yeah, this is like incredibly illegal. The GCSB is spying on me." Like,
Well, the New Zealand state has a long history of illegally
Yeah,
spying on its own citizens.
yeah, and they got sued by Kim for it.
How'd that end up? Do you know? Or is it still going on?
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure it's still going on because it's all attached. Like so in 2020, the extradition to the US has been like officially approved. So
Oh, really?
he lost. He has to go to America, I'm pretty sure. He's able to. Yes, I know, it's sad. He's able to do another like appeal for it. So it's like one of these things that I don't know if,
Right.
like we're going to be like 40 years old by
Yeah.
the time we find out what Kim.com's actual fucking story is, and
Right.
God knows what name he's going to have at that stage in our lives.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be an incognito mode.
https://
Yeah.
Dotcom participated in a mock funeral procession for public broadcaster TVNZ7 in downtown Auckland on the day of its final broadcast.
Fuck yeah.
So basically, Channel 7 shut down in New Zealand.
What was Channel 7?
From memory, I didn't watch it very often, but I think it was just
Was it like Duke?
news and like Parliament. Like Parliament TV, I think came out of TVNZ7.
Interesting.
I think they did that, but then when Parliament wasn't sitting, it would be like
Right.
informative.
Like RNZ type shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think.
Well, Kim dressed in all black and, decided to show
That's
up and pay
hilarious.
his respects.
You have to give it to him. He's a funny guy.
I remember growing up thinking to myself, this guy is the villain, and the news were like, Kim.com's at it again or whatever.
Yeah,
he's
just doing
German, eh?
he's just doing hilarious shit and playing. Yeah, well, they sort of screwed the pooch with that one. He's just like doing hilarious shit and playing Modern Warfare 3. Like,
Apart from the fact that he's like a rich person not spending his resources for the greater good or whatever.
Yeah.
He's just like a funny, cool internet guy. To me, Kim.com is what like Elon Musk is to all of those fucking people. Where, like,
right.
He is a cyber hero to me. Do you know what I mean? Like he is fighting for the freedom.
So
of the
who's
internet.
He's democratizing it.
Who's the grifter then? Who are we?
The grifter, no, Kim.com is a grifter, but this is the first time really that is truly a positive.
What's his grift?
In our opinion.
I guess just stealing from.
He's making money by stealing and, also
Well, it's not stealing.
He's making money from facilitating copyright infringement, I guess.
when he was a kid, he got done for like 11 counts of fraud and
Right.
it was sentenced to quite a while, but only had to serve like 2 years because, quote, like he was just a kid and he's not going to do this again.
Right.
And then he makes mega
fair enough.
upload.
Yeah.
He's been swindling from a very, very young age.
Right.
Like all the grifters we covered do. Here we go. In August 2012, Dotcom teased an upcoming album with the release of a song titled Party Amplifier. Dotcom was already in the process of recording the album with producer Prince Board, who wrote Yes We Can for Barack Obama's 2008 election campaign.
The dream team.
Wrote it.
Prince and Dotcom recorded more than 20 songs in Neil Finn's Roundhead Studios in Newtown, Auckland, one of which is called Mr. President, which is a protest song against Barack Obama.
Badass.
So there we go. Another point for Kim.com, man. Coming against Obama as well. Whoa.
Hollywood is in control of politics. The government is killing innovation.
I mean, he's right.
Don't let them get away with that. I have a dream.
You can't say I have a dream.
Yeah. By the way, when he said I have a dream, it cuts to footage of Martin Luther King marching.
No.
This is the time to stand up and fight. By any means, if we don't do anything.
I mean, this is about the quality of music that like we make in the show. Like,
This movement tweeting. Keep this movement moving. The pursuit of happiness.
good movie. Shout out Will Smith.
Happiness. The pursuit of happiness. Let's get together. Let's all unite.
Okay, I'm done with this.
I feel really uplifted.
I'm not going to read the tweets, but it's just worth mentioning that for the past 6 months,
Yeah.
like every single day, he's tweeted a story of like someone dying from the COVID vaccine, or like
Oh,
he's like
no.
he's really, really anti the vaccine. And then the last tweet that he did was just letting everyone know that I have had the vaccine,
Yeah.
but I have done my own research, and that just because I've had it doesn't mean that it's safe, and like all that kind of
Right.
stuff.
What's his opinion on?
Well, at least he said that he's had it. He could have just not.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Not to defend his tweet.
I think someone would have
We're all
found out.
vaccinated, right?
Oh, maybe.
We're all vaccinated?
I'm booked in for my first dose.
Oh, yeah,
haven't
I just
had
got my first dose.
Are you talking measles, mumps, and rubella?
They want me to get the HPV vaccine.
Who's they? The deep state?
Them, yeah.
My local GP.
Is that 'cause you have a girlfriend or
no idea.
for yourself?
The general
Get
public.
it. Yeah, the general public have been rallying for me. Apparently, it causes penile cancer. I didn't know that. Anyways,
Penile cancer, is that the scientific term?
Yeah, I've never heard that. in my life.
penile
Is
cancer.
that what it's called?
Well, at least my GP's wrong.
Shit.
I'm not
my
coming
God.
in here freestyling penile
It's
cancer.
not like you say bumhole cancer, you say colon cancer.
Penile is the
I
scientific
would
word.
think to myself, like,
Penile's not slang.
I guess, but it just seems weird.
I don't know. What
because
is
it could be
urethra?
anywhere like a
Testis?
penis. Yeah.
No, but it's separate from testicular cancer. It's penile cancer.
But what?
Imagine that.
So I'm booked
So
in.
maybe you should
I'm
get the
booked in. No, I'm
vaccine,
booked in for sure. What's
What?
the last thing on Kim.com?
No, sorry. The last thing on Kim.com
is that he's an
is that
anti-vaxxer.
he's an anti-vaxxer. So let's not suck him off too hard.
All right.
I just in case we hadn't sort of pad out enough time on the show,
Yeah.
I'd sort of found like a piratey quiz that,
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
that
I'll-
I sort of would just ask you guys, and you can buzz in with your names, and sort of I'll award points to you based on which one of you gets the questions. And these are about pirates,
Sure.
not about the cool digital crypto pirates that are out there.
Sure.
So we're buzzing in.
Buzzing in with
Instead
your
of
name,
shouting.
or with your favorite piratey slang.
I'll use my name.
And the winner does not have to walk the plank, or you can put a beep there.
Or get
Okay, which famous pirate was the first ship commander to successfully circumnavigate the world?
Joel, Christopher Columbus.
Incorrect.
Do I buzz in or can
Buzz
I
in
do
with
it?
your
I
name.
got confused
Starkey.
because he's both a thief and a rapist.
I'm pretty sure this is one of the founding fathers you can get in the game Sid Meier's Colonization, because it says something about circumnavigation and you get a free privateer. So I'm assuming it was a pirate. Oh, I think they're called privateers.
Privateers
They
work
were
for the
knighted
crown.
by the Queen,
Sir Walter Raleigh?
Sir Francis Drake.
Ah, it was
Oh.
the one from Colonization.
Maybe.
though.
Oh, I thought
And
it
you got
was.
two
I
privateers.
thought it was circumference.
Sir, come navigate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that means before he was knighted, his name was Cum Navigator.
Yeah, exactly.
But a knighthood has never
Well,
been
no,
so
he would
needed.
have changed it like Kim Jim Vesta.
Right.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to award no points, but I like
Fair.
it funny how you also have learned all of your history from Sid Meier's game.
Oh,
My,
who hasn't?
All right, this is really hard, so we might even cover this question. But actually, Starkey's old enough that he can probably answer this.
he was
How old am
around.
I?
He was around. He was in the
He
Caribbean.
was on the high seas.
Yeah.
Hey, we're all 90s kids.
Technically speaking, yeah.
70s, 90s kids will remember this. What is the name of One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship in the Goonies?
I've never seen the
Oh, I only
Goonies.
saw Goonies as an adult.
Okay, so this is going to be multiple choice. Inferno, El Muerto, the Black Pearl, Nebuchadnezzar.
Starkey.
I'm going to say Starkey on that.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Incorrect.
Joel,
Joel.
the second one you read out.
El Muerto?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It was Inferno.
Inferno.
No points awarded
I
again.
don't remember that.
Or
The only Inferno I recognize is Dan Brown's masterpiece.
you guys have earned 0 gold doubloons
A literary
so far.
joke for those who are fans of cracking codes and revisiting Jesus Christ as a guy who fucks.
What ruthless tyrannical pirate did Captain Hook purportedly sail under in J.M.
Starkey. Blackbeard. No. What was it? Okay.
You didn't. Correct. It was Blackbeard. So in Peter Pan, Captain Hook purportedly sailed under Blackbeard.
Purportedly.
I'm pretty sure I remember Dustin Hoffman saying that.
What is the technical term?
Joel.
Well, you can't buzz on anymore.
Can I not? Okay,
No.
come on. That was good.
No,
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
What is the technical term for the black flag featuring the skull and crossbones that has become inextricably linked with pirate lore?
Oh, I do know this if you give me the multiple
Yeah,
choice.
I've heard
I'm
it
going to
too.
let you guys ruminate for a couple of seconds. I'm going to give you all of the other answers. The Death's Head flag, the Ruse de Guerre, the Bleeding Heart. It's the something.
Well, what was the use of giving us
Imagine
this?
you're a pirate and you're in the crow's nest
Yeah.
and you see a Spanish vessel
Yeah.
that probably has some money on it and you go,
Starkey.
raise the...
Colours.
Incorrect. It's a name.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Jolly Roger.
Oh, did you know? And then you haven't been able to buzz in this whole time.
No. I know it's a. I like.
Oh.
If I hear it, I'll be able to tell you. But
Okay.
it's
That's another gold doubloon for Starkey.
the Jolly Roger.
It's the Jolly Roger. 0 to you, Joel.
I don't know much about fucking pirates. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe you should have had a childhood then.
Yeah.
What
More of a ninjas guy.
Ooh.
What
Remember that
name?
age-old debate?
Yeah, I do remember
It was
that.
a weird internet thing for a very long time.
It was fucking stupid as well.
Yeah.
What name did pirates give ships they successfully managed to sack? Is it prize, gift, gam, or tack?
Joel, tack.
Incorrect.
Gam.
Incorrect. It was prize. We have a final question
Sure.
before one of you guys is pushed off of the plank
Well, that has to be me. I
at the
can't
end
win.
of the saber. Don't ruin the tension for the audience, Joel.
I'll do the classic Jimmy Fallon thing where it's like, this one's for 1,000 doubloons.
Yeah, exactly. Was walking the plank a standard method?
Starkey. No.
Correct.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And though it isn't standard, it will be happening right now against us. While we're tying you up, is there anything that you want to...
Well, in the short time I have left here, please go listen to my other podcast, fastestpodinthewest.com, or follow me at probably not Joel. Splash.
Great. And now that we've gotten rid of him, Starkey, is there something that you'd like to plug while you're here?
All my fans can follow me on Instagram at StarkeyOfficial. I recently got a Twitter, so I'm not very active on there just yet. But if you want to follow me at ACAB365.
It's hard because I made a fucking Twitter account as well, and you like tweet out a joke and no one likes it, and you're like, I'm
Never going back.
not going to
again.
fucking tweet again, but you can't get followers without tweeting. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can find Starkey at whysoserious@hotmail.com as well.
Let's clarify. It's Y_so_serious.
You're going to have to
12.
I didn't want to say that so that people wouldn't actually email you, but that is his real email address. That's so funny.
Do you want to beep it or are you going to put it in?
I only use it for spam. I have an actual
okay,
email.
Right. If
And
you're a
I'm-
spam company,
And I'm probably going to
If
delete
you
it
like
because I'm getting
tinned
a lot of
meats
spam.
for a cheap price.
aren't you supposed to be drowning right now, by the way? All right, well, thank you, landlubbers, for tuning in. You can catch us next episode where we drop anchor in a different grifter's ocean.
Very good.
Happy grifting, everyone.
Arr.